Hey, and thank you for clicking play. And this isn't about this is for Porg. Porg will be part of this video, but there's an initiative going on, started by a guy called Henry, I believe, and then More Fun Making It got involved. Long story short, there's a thing called the roaming spectrum, and it's called as such because it's roaming the globe. And yes, it's just come all the way, so it made it all the way to the States, to Canada, from the UK, and from Canada all the way over to Perth, Western Australia. Yes, for once, we are not the part of Australia that got forgotten in the Global World Tour. We are in fact the first stop on the tour. And I haven't even fully opened this yet. I've had a quick peek, and then I realised there's a bit that I want to do on camera. Here's the letter that accompanies the roaming spectrum. That's now been laminated. So there you go. The letter. And look, I'm not going to read this out. It's been featured on other videos. I'm going to put a link in the description to as many of the other existing videos as I can find to detail this one's journey. And then hopefully, I'm not going to tell you who I'm sending it on to next, but hopefully they'll fill in the blanks as well. Follow the journey of the roaming spectrum. It's got the letter there. And this is the bit that I thought I was about to take a peek, and I thought, nah, this has got to be done on camera. And here it is. And the reason why I want to hurry up, this is literally the day this has arrived, okay? The reason why, there's other bits in the box here as well that I'm not going to look at right now, but the reason why I want to get into this, and at the time of recording, Jason, Duncan and Dave don't know this, but I'm going to have this in hand for an episode of This Week in Retro, which will be recorded tonight. So as part of the intro to the show, I will show off the roaming spectrum. They don't know I'm involved in this, I don't think. And they certainly don't know that I plan to show it on This Week in Retro. So, shall I swing round? We'll do it on the desk. We'll do it neatly. Okay, so here we are on the desk. Bit of light. Try not to get too much shadow on here. Oh, straight in with the shadow. But there we go. It's in an envelope. And in which, I might actually show you what else is in the box at this stage as well. No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. So what's going to happen with this spectrum, by the way, is after it's made its way around the globe, it is going to be auctioned off for the befriending scheme charity. That's the whole plan behind this. I didn't explain that at the beginning, but there it is. Look, this is, I assume, one of the original envelopes that it's been put in. There it is, the roaming spectrum. It's yes, the plans I have for this, keep in mind this is the day this arrived. I'll give you one spoiler. It's going to go to Porg, so that people can have a look at it there. And Ken, who was very keen to get involved in this as well, one of the Porg members, he will also be having a look. And I think he's customised some games, not made games from scratch, but he's customised some existing games with a bit of an Australian bent to them. So that should be interesting. There it is. I'm not going to take it apart. I'm not a modder. But look, signatures on the back. There we go. I do know that there's also signatures inside here. I do know... Oh, look, you got Adrian's Digital Basement here. Canadian Retro Things. So I guess I'm going to have to add mine to here as well, because that was the last place it went, actually. I will tell you that. It's Robin from BBST. Ready Retro Intel. Can't read that one because I haven't got my glasses on. Fade or something. David Murray, the 8-bit guy. And what I do know is Neil from RMC The Cave and a heap of the people from down there, including... suddenly forgotten everybody's names down at the cave. Anyway, heap of people from the cave. And he actually made it to the cave on a patron day. So people like Mike Daly have signed the inside of this. This spectrum, just to fill you in, originally the board in here was inside a Plus model, and they would include that original case when they auction it. And plus a whole heap of other things have been added to this box as it's gone around the globe, and I will be doing likewise. What's happened since it went to Canada is the person in Canada basically sent some of the extras back to the UK so that they can be safely received there. That also then reduced the size of the package for the rest of its global onward journey. So I'm going to be mindful of that and not add anything that's going to add too much weight or bulk. I only have to send this to the other side of Australia, but once it's done its tour of the eastern states, then guess what? It has to go back to, well, either the UK or Europe or wherever it's heading to from there. Look at that. It's the roaming Spectrum. Right, enough of the intro. It's time to give this thing a tour of Australia. Well, a tour of Perth. Let's go. Now, of course, if we're going to take the roaming Spectrum on a road trip over in Perth, well, we need to do that with some style. And when I say style, I mean Australian style. That's right. We're going to take the ute. Bye-bye, Porsche. Right, you can just sit there. Try not to jump off the dash. Let's go. Brighton Beach. Doesn't look like Brighton. Sinclair C5. Perth City from the hills near my house. Perth City from Kings Park. Perth City from across the Throm River from an island which is a kangaroo sanctuary, because I want to get you a bit of a kangaroo. And this is a kangaroo sanctuary. They can't get away, and I can't frickin' find one. So there's Perth. A kangaroo. In fact, there's a few just under that tree. You probably won't be able to see them very well. In fact, let's have a look. See if I lighten that up a bit. Footing. There is a path down there, but I don't want to disturb the poor things. This is their sanctuary after all. There you go. I'll just go through because I can't really see my screen. Oh, there we go. It's over there. They're over there, mate. There you go. You see him lying down under the tree? It's in the cool of the shade. Kangaroo-friggin-roos. And that was a lot harder to get you than I would like to admit. All for the bloody roaming Spectrum. A possum. Another possum. Hello, buddy. View from my favourite bar. Cheers. Let's see if it will get me into Porg, even though it's not an Amiga. Hi, I haven't registered, but I've got the roaming Spectrum.
Fine, come in.
Okay, thank you. We're in an Amiga meet with the roaming Spectrum in Perth. Freaking awesome. Oh look, there's a CRT, just ready for it. We'll go there. Oh look, and here's that's already on the table.
Thyroid, aka Spectrum, aka so this is normally meant for C64s and Amigas, but I'm hoping it works with the Dandinator. So chucking it there, there's the Aussie thumbs up and Dizzy in the upside down Australian level. So this hopefully should fit in there. That's a $2 cheap clone. So it seems to be the same thing. Gave Chris SD card with the stuff because my tape player didn't work, as happens. Shane is on there in a Jet Set Willy mod, and If he can load this up today, I've put a screenshot of Ken in Ryan's Babe. I just have that up and going.
Nice, nice. And we're also getting everybody from Porg to sign this, which we're going to turn into a Porg postcard for you guys. So that'll be coming as well with the Spectrum. We're trying to load the box up too much.
Hopefully these don't take up much room.
Nah, they're light, they're light. There you go. I don't know if I'm in shot, but it's my thyroid. Okay, and what else could be more fitting for the roaming Spectrum that has been to America and Canada and now Australia, and that's play a bit of park patrol, because this game is all about cleaning up a wildlife, well, a park, whilst avoiding all the bits of nature that want to kill you, like crocodiles and turtles and extremely large ants. There you go, we got snakes now, we're in Australia. Tiger snakes, they genuinely go in lakes and rivers in parks. And they'll swim. Can you go in there? Nope. This is looking much more like Australian parks. Oh. Okay, so we're going to work in emulation next, because what I want to try and capture is, as Ken was saying there at the Porg meet, he's put some, he's actually made some changes to some existing games and given them an Australian slant, and they are on this SD card. So I want to give them a play in emulation just so that you can see what they're like, because this is going to go in the box with the roaming Spectrum along with the other things that he has kindly given. And I will also see if I can get the games onto this cassette using this. So that's what we're going to do next. This is Ken's contribution, it's my thyroid, and also my contribution in trying to get them onto this. But in case that doesn't work, let's have a look in emulation first. Here we go. We've got Jet Set Willy. He's got the Jet Set Willy editor there. That's how he's done this. Jet Set Willy, Australian cousin. He's also got a couple of other things. Ryan's Babe. No idea what that is. But I'm interested in this. This is a ZX Spectrum snapshot file. I'm using Spectaculator. I love the CRT effects in Spectaculator, by the way. But let's load this up. This should instantly load because it's a snapshot file. And here we go. Jet Set Willy, Australian. It says down the bottom. Press enter. I'm pressing enter. Okay. Got the Commodore logo. I can see that there in the top. Got a plane flying upside down. Oh, everything's upside down. Fantastic. Everything is upside down. Ken, you're a madman. How do you jump? Spaces jump. That is hilarious. You mental case. Oh, dude. It's just flipped it upside down. It's got a razor blade there. I don't know what that was. That originally a razor blade? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Oh, can you get up there? No, see, shows how often I play Jet Set Willy. We got a babe there. Let's get the babe. Oh no, she kills us. Of course she does. Freaking Australian babe. Top landing. I'm gonna fall down one of these holes. Where are we? Oh, we're there. What are those? Are those? They're not kangaroos. I don't know what those are. Right, I'm going down here. First landing. I've got one item collected. I don't know what those are. I don't know what any of those are. What's gone on there? What? I'm a boomerang now. I'm a freaking boomerang. I think I'm gonna die playing Jet Set Willy Australian edition. Oh, that is hilarious, mate. Can I grab that? No. What a madman. cafe of note. That's very Australian. I don't know what that is. It looks like a mail sign. Rival hardware store. Is that meant to be Bunnings? Oh, to the kitchens. Oh, don't fall down there 3 times in a row, Chris. I'm not a boomerang anymore, anyway. Well, there you go. I don't want to ruin what else is in this game. That is Jet Set Willy Australian edition. Why not? Loaded off audio cassette. Fantastic. You can probably only barely hear that. That's playing now. That Australian version of Jet Set Willy playing off the roaming Spectrum, and that was loaded via this audio cassette. So yeah, we will bundle in obviously the original, and I've got some new files I'll have to write onto it, the original SD card, but we'll also be throwing in this, which in my handwriting says Rampage, because that was the first game I ever pirated onto this cassette. And then underneath that it says Jet Set Willy Oz Edition, and then it's got the counter code, which is, well, on my cassette player, that's 080. Goodness knows if all counters match up, I don't know. But that's what it is on mine. There you go, fantastic. And well done again, Ken. He had to do some jiggery pokery his end to get a TZX file and a WAV file, and long story short, managed to record it onto here. It's quite a loud, strong signal, and it's only just over a minute worth of load time. Fantastic. So, look, it's weird, but I've done a lot of running around in the last week or so to get some of the shortest of clips. Carrying this silly little machine with me after taking it to Porg, we've installed onto a cassette, you know, thanks to Ken, an Australian version of Jet Set Willy. We've tested that on this very machine. It's nearly time to say goodbye to this and send it over to the next custodian. No spoilers, but it will be somebody over in the eastern states of Australia before it makes its way onto whichever country it will go to next, before eventually completing its journey and going back to the UK. Now, obviously, the bits that Ken gave me at Porg, they'll go in, so somebody can hopefully make up those joy pads. What am I adding into the mix? Well, I'm adding in, obviously, I'll put this down so I don't drop it, actually, because that would ruin the trip a little bit. I'm adding this cassette that has the Australian version of Jet Set Willy. Of course, the SD card will be in the box as well, so that's going to go in there. I'm also going to add, and this isn't because I'm a kind soul, it's because they're double ups. Stuntman, and this is the very tape that I loaded onto this Spectrum at Porg as well. So yep, Stuntman, Super Stuntman, sorry, from Codemasters. That will go in the bundle, and also my duplicate of ATF. No, this isn't the new old stock copy that I had. This is the other copy, but you know, this is in fantastic condition as well, to the point that I had to look back at my own video to work out which one was the new old stock copy, because I now opened it, and which one wasn't. So that's how good a condition it's in. Okay, so that's going in the bundle as well. And finally, and it's a silly little thing, but there's a picture of everybody at Porg and their signatures as well. And speaking of signatures, I guess, by the way, I stupidly printed on both sides, ignore that. That's the side, okay? So that will go in there as well. And speaking of signatures, I guess the last thing as I close this video will be to add mine, and it feels weird because I don't see myself as just an idiot, anything other than just an idiot rambling about his own nostalgia on YouTube, but I will add my name to that of other YouTubers that this has passed through the hands of on the back here. So I guess that's what you'll see as we close out. Thank you for watching. I'm going to miss this little thing. I've got another one, but I'm still going to miss it. It's not mine.